Welcome to Poems Explained. I'm Arturo and Breeze. Tonight, we have three very special guests to explain Sonnet 29, which was written to accompany William Shakespeare's latest play, Othello. Please welcome our main couple all the way from Cyprus, Othello and Desdemona.
Hello everyone, I am Othello the mighty soldier.
Hello, I'm Desdemona.
And the bard himself, all the way from London, William Shakespeare.
Hello, I'm Shakespeare.
Welcome to the show. Today we got some juicy information to share with you all, and it is regarding our fellow guest tweets. Desdemona tweeted, "Oh, banish me, my lord, but kill me not." Othello tweeted, "Are not you a strumpet?" And Shakespeare tweeted, "How easily can a man be deceived and a woman betrayed? It's quite a delightful thing to see." Shakespeare, what is going on with these tweets?
What about them do you mean?
You seem to throw some shade towards Desdemona and Othello. Of course. This is all fun and games, right?
No, I am not joking. One has daddy issues and the other, well, he trusts others way too easily.
What? Is that really what you think of us?
Are you being serious, Shakespeare?
Me? Of course not. I just want to give the people what they want.
Desdemona, your tweet was very deep. "Oh, banish me, my lord, but kill me not." What do you mean by this?
Oh, it's nothing. I was feeling helpless and wished to the heavens to fully have him.
Fully have him?
Yes, it felt like I had lost my other half to a man.
You act like everything is about you, but you never realize that you are killing me, woman?
I'm feeling some intense heat. Worker, can you please turn on the AC?
This is what I meant with that tweet. Now do you understand me? I wrote a sonnet that I can use to connect their whole experience.
What is the name of the sonnet?
It's called Sonnet 29.
Oh, interesting. So what is the story behind this sonnet?
This sonnet is about a poor man and how he reflects on his outcast status in society. He wishes to have someone by his side. He is a man who has chosen to stray away from wealth. Because if he did aim for money, he would lose the opportunity to love passionately.
How is this relevant to Othello?
In this sonnet, wealth is addressed with a double meaning. It discusses wealth in terms of richness in capital, or say money, and in love.
Very interesting.
I know Desdemona and Othello quite well. They are like my children. Their lives are not perfect and they have several things to sort out. But that is why I wanted to express their emotions in my poem. The man in Sonnet 29 represents Othello. Othello wanted to be wealthy and respected, but just as the man in the poem wanted passionate love, Othello also desires Desdemona's love even more.
This is quite remarkable. What else can you tell me about the sonnet? And do you two have anything to add?
Well, I just wanted to clarify that me and Othello are stronger than ever. Isn't that true, my lord?
Are you sure, Desdemona? After all you did, losing the handkerchief that I gave you and it was later found at Cassio?
Oh, good riddance. I did not have coitus with Cassio.
Oh, hold on to your handkerchiefs, people. You don't want to lose them.
Anyway, I used emotive language to embellish the whole sonnet, and by doing so, it emphasized the fact that love is a wealth of its own. It's a force that not even power and fame could outweigh. It's the magical power of love.
Wow, this is well thought. And what can you tell me about the use of figurative language?
I used metaphors and similes to expand the meaning of what it feels like to have something important missing from our lives. Like in Othello's case, the trust in the woman he loved.
Loved?
Why I still love you?
I think I just spoiled it for them.
Oh, there's a plot twist.
Didn't mean that to happen, but things happen for a reason, right? Maybe someone else might have spoiled Othello's leftover affection for Desdemona.
So, how is the theme of the sonnet developed?
Well, I have read it and it is an amazing sonnet. I found it to be quite refreshing, but Othello thinks otherwise.
Refreshing?
If you think about it, we all have been placed in a situation that has made us feel weak and helpless, but in the end, everything is worth it because the best part is having the notion that one day everything will be better and we will be able to rest in peace.
Oh, woman, such tender and emotional being. I think the sonnet is okay.
Anyways, the theme of the sonnet is that love is a wealth of its own, and I tried to develop the theme by introducing the misery the man was feeling, like in the lines, trouble, death, heavens. The ending also shows a connection to Othello. The lines, sing hymns at heaven's gate, represents the man finding a resolution at heaven's gate, or death, such as Othello finding the truth about Desdemona after her death.
This is amazing. I recommend that you all go out and purchase a copy of this sonnet and the book of The Flawed Moor. Now, let's play a game called Beer Pong!
How do you play this?
Oh, I am filled with joy for once.
Oh, these baboons. I'll show them who's the pro here.
Okay, now settle down. This is how things are going to go down. First, you will shoot the ball into the cup, and if you make it in, you drink the shot of tequila and read the question and answer it. Second, if you answer incorrectly, you take a shot of mixed beverages. You guys got this!
Oh, I want to go first?
Okay, let's see what you have.
I guess I'll go last.
Well then, let us begin.
How does Othello relate to the speaker of the sonnet? Tick-tock.
Both are outsiders. I am an outsider because of my race, and the speaker of the poem says he's penniless, bootless, and outcast.
Correct. Next up is Shakespeare. How does the theme of love being greater than material wealth relate to the conflict in Othello? Tick-tock.
Othello is unshaken when Iago attacks his social standing.
Iago is a bad guy.
Othello is unaffected by any outside insults against his status. He believes if one deserves a role, they will achieve it. In Othello's own words, I must be found. My parts, my title, and my perfect soul shall manifest me rightly. However, status and love are two separate entities. When hints about Desdemona's infidelity arise, he believes Desdemona no longer loves him.
You think I no longer love you?
Othello loses his mind. He says, "Oh now, forever farewell the tranquil mind." His words show how he cares more about Desdemona's love for him than he cares about his title and reputation. And he is in stress.
Correct now, Desdemona.
How does the shift from the speaker describing heaven as death to singing at heaven's gates emphasize the theme of the poem?
Tick-tock.
The shift emphasizes the joy that remembering his lost love brings him, because he goes from being angry at the heavens to once again singing songs of praise for what he once had.
Correct. Now back to Othello.
How does the symbolism created by calling someone with money and friends rich in hope connect to the theme of Sonnet 29?
Tick-tock.
By calling a man with money and friends rich in hope, they imply that at the beginning of the sonnet, the speaker has no hope because he's alone and penniless, and hope is returned to him when he remembers what and who he used to love.
Correct. Now back to Mr. Shakespeare.
How does the fact that the sonnet is all one sentence help convey the emotion of the poem?
Tick-tock.
The fact that I wrote this sonnet in one sentence shows the sadness of which emotions affect one's well-being. The unsettling idea of continuing without pause relates to working till one's limit. Exhaustion, irrationality, and the overwhelming quality of loneliness that comes with being completely isolated. There aren't any other sentences with you. You're alone, and you will end alone. Just like Othello.
Correct. Now back to the lovely Desdemona.
How does the use of first-person point of view add to the emotion of the sonnet?
Tick-tock.
The use of first-person point of view makes what is being said deeply personal in a way that no other perspectives can achieve the same effects in enhancing the emotions of the piece.
That is correct. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our show. This is Arturo and Brace signing off. See you next time.
Goodbye.